One very helpful resource is the Northside Media Center's website. On the front page, you can find information about being a library assistant. You can also find information about Northside's Instagram page. You can also find information about the library's policies. The next page is on the shelves. On this, you can find different books that you could read. We'll talk more about that later. On resources, you can find different ways to get information for classes. The resources page is also what you're going to find when you log into a Chromebook. We'll also talk about that later too. Another helpful page is presentation ideas. This will help you if you're having issues figuring out what to use for a presentation in a class. The next page is Awesome Huskies. This page is where you'll find great honors on different students in the school. This is where you can find pictures of artwork and other things that students do. Thing 1 and Thing 2 is a silly page. It's a picture of Miss Nome and Mrs. Bishop, your library workers. On the last page, you can find information about the Colorado trip, which you will be able to take as an 8th grader. From the resources page, you can get to your Google Drive and Google Scholars. You can also get to the Northside Library Catalog and the Elkhart Public Library Catalog. You can also get to Canvas and many other helpful resources to help with searching in schoolwork. With the On the Shelves page, you can find many options for books that you may read. For example, the New Arrivals page, all of the new arrivals that we may get of books. The next thing is Young Hoosiers. This has all of the nominees for the upcoming Young Hoosier Award. You can see all of the books that you can read. After you're done, you can vote on them by the checkout station. To vote, ask Mrs. Nome for a marker, and you can vote on the Young Hoosier book you liked after you've read it. You can vote more than once. Up next is Husky Staff Favorites. If you don't know what to read, you can find all the books that your teachers really liked. These are helpful sometimes. After that is what your teachers are reading now. This is where you can find what your teachers are reading currently, and maybe you can read it at the same time too. If you liked, you can find ways to link books that you just read that you liked to other books that you may like. For example, if I liked Harry Potter, I could find all of these other books that are related to it in some way. The next page is all about Northside's own author, Mr. McLean. Mr. McLean, as you may know, has written an entire series of Solution Squad, his own superheroes. The last thing is I Hate to Read. On this page, you can find all of the books that you could read if you're just reading because you have to. These are all good and fast reads with action that intrigue you into the book. There is also a rack at the back of the library near Fantasy where you can find all of these fast read books.